bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Using his legs, it's Moss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Texas A&M going quickly. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those third down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. See if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And they'll just down it right there. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got the back over the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? There's still plenty of time here. The huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Zeno. And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Second down coming up. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Coming out with it, it's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a really nice-looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Rush is on him. He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open, like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He's going to run it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. That's caught. It's Bussey. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21 to 10. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. To the air, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands, it's Craver. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away.
Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to College Football. Look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put it away to start the game.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Moore will throw. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to pass, it's Reed. It's on target and complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create.
And it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Delivers the stiff arm. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Moore to the air. He's taking the shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Handoff from the gun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets the job done on third downs. He gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it off. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive.
Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craver. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Wants to keep it in the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Gain 2. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Coming out with it, it's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Under fire. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Finding open areas. It's a running room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Gonna take a shot. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. He strikes downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets a block. Got a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and every time he touches it in the return game, he's a threat. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
On the run, it's huge. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Moore to the air. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Takes a handoff. It's Moss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Reed. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Moore will throw. A little screen to the running back. And they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He makes the catch at the 10.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. Showing off the arms. Across the 45.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh, man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Bussey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Got a little space. Across the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy has so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is... And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Tosses it back. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Rushes on him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All of them.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and